At 5. It's not 5. It's 4:30. How are we doing? I just thought we'd go live and have a bit of a general chat. I've just done 2 videos. One with Tony Goodman, a good chat with Tony, a really good chat with Richard from Challenger Road. Because Richard's got some interesting stuff going on at the minute. And he's also debating, airdropping, that's the wrong person. Richard's also debating a purchase, and it's quite funny, it's quite fortuitous, because I texted Richard this morning and said, have you ever considered buying XYZ? And he actually today said, I was offered one yesterday and I'm considering it. So the world works in mysterious ways. I'd be very excited if Richard got one of these cars that you'll see on Sunday night's video. Stephen, hello. How are we doing, everyone? How are we? People are obviously getting notifications, so that's good. We've got 20 people watching already. Just thought I'd go live and have a bit of a Friday chat with you all whilst doing a few bits and bobs. I need to email this video to Tony Goodman, so I'll get that done. And see what's going on in your world. How are we all? How is everyone? How is everyone doing? Appreciate it was a pretty bleak video this morning. Someone's made a live show from Texas. Excellent, I appreciate that. David's here, Dippin is here. How are we doing? Yeah, it was a pretty bleak video this morning, and it left me feeling a bit whacked, and I just thought, you know what, I need to do a live feed just to check in with everyone, yeah, see how we all are. Lad, I bought, oh hey, you've got some great comments coming in. Lad, I bought 2002 Volvo V60 Hybrid. Did I do good or bad? I bought a 2022 V60 Hybrid. I don't know. I don't know enough about them, to be honest. Stephen's doing archery in Stourport on Sunday. That's my neck of the woods, Stephen. Jason's got a cup of coffee. Hope the chocolate biscuits don't spoil my tea. Always got a cup of tea. I just finished mine, actually, whilst I was on the phone to Richard from Challenger Road. I had a really good chat with Rich. I like that my friendship with Richard has gone from let's talk about Range Rovers to now we talk about a little bit of everything, and I think our chats are quite interesting. I had a good chat with him a minute ago about what were we talking about? All sorts. Hybrid technology, hybrid car technology, and whether manufacturers have gone the wrong way. And that's interesting, actually. So yeah, that'd be a good chat. That'll probably be on the channel on Sunday. I've got a fun chat with Tony Goodman, EV Carnage. That'll be on the channel at some point, and that's amusing because halfway through us filming it, I have to get off the video and go and deal with a car that's being delivered. And I asked Tony to entertain the crowd. So I've got no idea what Tony was actually doing or telling you whilst he had the floor, effectively. So that'll be interesting. Mass non-compliance is the only way forward, says Outrunner 68, basically. Someone else is in Texas. Howdy. I'd like to move to Texas. Which car manufacturer is the best at the moment for quality? Do you know what, Killian? I think this is a really... Oh, someone says, why is it so warm in Scottish Highlands? I didn't know it was. I'm not there. I'm in Worcester, and it's great. It's been solid for like 2 days. Someone says, very important video that you put out earlier. Thank you. Yeah, it was. It was, Pete. What other comments we got here? What was the best era for cats? I don't know. I've got cats somewhere. One of my cats ran off during that live feed. Outside of Tesla, I think most EVs are Motability cars. Very good point, Mike. They're either Motability or they're company cars. Simple as that. Can you comment on a 2006 Dodge Magnum Estate 3.5? And my dash lights, the idiot lights, including the gear numbers, are out. Let me Google a Dodge Magnum. I can't help you, but I just want to see what that car is. We don't have many of them in the UK, if we have any at all. I think that's slightly smaller. Is that smaller than a 300C? I think we had that. I like that, by the way. I like the Dodge Magnum. We got them over here as a 300C, but there aren't that many of them around. Too many comments. Ramble away yourself, Jeff. Thank you. Can we all agree we're not having digital ID? Yes, I would like to think that everybody on here agrees with that. I've emailed my MP about the ID nonsense. Hopefully all 6.7 million will too. Yeah, my MP is completely useless, as yours probably is as well. So let's go. Oh, hang on. Ha. I've just gone over to my email, and one of the things on my email is a what's going on here? Oh no, I've just got another email at the same time. I've been invited to Geely Auto's UK brand launch. Do I want to go to Geely Autos? It's literally just arrived. Half an hour ago I was invited. On behalf of the team at Geely Auto UK, we'd be delighted for you to join us at the UK brand launch for Geely at Magazine London on the 23rd of October. Please RSVP. You can expect to hear directly from senior members at Geely about the brand strategy, its vision, and hear more about its first vehicle for the UK market. I could probably go back to them and say how much you want to pay me to be there, but I can't be bothered to go to London. And that's that. No, I don't want to go to London. So no, I won't be going to the Geely UK brand launch. Don't feel the need to go to that. Do we all agree children should not be given digital ID through the welfare bill? That welfare bill is scary. I have been on Twitter talking about that. Not only did I get the notification for your live, I got a survey as to whether I was satisfied with it from YouTube. If you've had a survey about Geoff Buys Cars, please give me 5 out of 5 or whatever it would be. Don't sell your soul, Geoff. I don't tend to. I get offered things for the channel. I've said this before in videos. I'm always getting offered stuff, and most of the time I don't even reply. Sometimes I get the product and then never get around to making the video. That's that bad to admit. So usually with oh, hang on, wait, Geoff, hope you're well. Just purchased a Focus 1.6 TDCi, 1.6 litre diesel. What do you think of this? MPG, the best I got was 94.1. What do you think of that? What year is it? Because I might have something very similar on the way to me right now. It's literally on a lorry right now, on the way to Geoff Buys Cars. Have you knocked out a tooth? Yes, I have. This is an ongoing saga. There will be an update on my teeth at some point in the future, hopefully in November. Are you taking the family on another road trip soon? Yes, to Turkey. Do you keep in touch with Ian? Oh, what, from the insurance company? Yeah. I was ignoring him because he was chasing me for money. Geoff, even in Bulgaria, children are not allowed to have ID cards until 14. Digital ID for kids is insane. It is insane. Yeah, we might be going to Turkey. Can you do a road trip versus a bike? I could do. We're going to be... Oh, what was that about Universal Credit? Camera's flipped, looked like another tooth. Oh, is it? Oh, is the camera doing... I don't think I can switch that around. No, it's the same tooth. What does that button do? Oh no, that's retouch. Does retouch give me a new tooth? No. No, it's the left one at the front that's gone. So, same one. Turkey, just go into Worcester. Get some new turkey teeth. 18 miles per gallon out of myself. How do you feel about the EU? Oh, leave that on, said Tim. Was that better, was it? What happens if I don't know what it does. It doesn't show anything for me. Andy, I put up 46 flags on Wednesday. The council had to have a meeting about it. Andy, that is brilliant. I know the guy with the rolling road from your fuel catalyst video. I want to know his thoughts. I'm meeting Andrew from the fuel catalyst video on Monday. There's going to be a second video. That video shouldn't have gone out because Andrew's been traveling and he's been away. He's just come back from Canada. He wanted to hang fire until he could sit down and we could go through it. It is worse. You're improving. So I don't know if you want retouch on or off. I'm not bothered. It's probably just going to slow the internet down. You don't need to look at me. I think, yeah, the video wasn't meant to go out. So I'm going to meet up with Andrew and we're going to do, we're going to test it, basically. I've got a big road trip coming up with MacMaster, as you know. And I'm going to be testing Andrew's product and, you know, put your money where your mouth is, basically. Let's find out. I feel like Tucky's at Christmas with the digital ID. Yes, correct. Geoff, great video with the BMW configuration website the other day. Can't believe it's nigh on impossible to buy a decent estate nowadays. I was really glad that video did so well. I wasn't expecting it to. But I was genuinely surprised when I went and had a look. You know, I'm driving along in that Saab thinking, oh yeah, I'll just go on the BMW website and buy myself a 5 Series estate. And then when it came to it, I was blown away. I was like, not only can I not buy it, but it's horrendously expensive. I'm offended. Never mind, it's not sense, or is it? Check out prebiotics for teeth and gum health. And have I seen the Royal Mail van fire? Yes, I have, because it wasn't far away from me. It was only in Hereford. Killian, you have a great variety of videos. Thank you, Killian. I try to keep the channel nice and varied. I try to keep lots of different stuff on it because that's enjoy. I'm into everything. So that's it. There is a little bit of everything on the channel. I've got a little baggie here. A little bag full of micro machines. I might record a video on micro machines. I'm trying to record some fun videos at the moment because everything's been so bleak this week. So we're trying to have a bit of fun. Right, I just got to send this to transfer. I just got to send this video over to Tony from EV Carnage. Quite funny actually. What we've done is we've done a phone call, but he's videoed his end and I've videoed my end, and we're going to share the footage because we both hate Zoom. So we wanted to do a video together today, and Tony texted me and said, "Do you want to do Zoom?" And I replied, I was like, "I flipping hate Zoom." So then Tony just said, "Oh well, we'll phone and then record at the same time." You keep me entertained, mate. So good on you and your family. Thank you, Geoff. Appreciate that. I sent you an email about a showroom in the UK full of Volvos. I did see it. I apologise if I didn't reply to you. I did see that. Hi, Geoff. Did you happen to know of a company that can replace the heating elements in my Astra Coupe Turbo? No. Cool car, though. You should compare it with the old BMW config program for E46 and E39. I think there's still copies out there working. Are there? Oh, you are right. That would be very, very cool to do. Yeah, if I could get a BMW from about 2002-3, that'd be a very interesting comparison, wouldn't it? With a price list as well. I might look into that. I might see what I can buy on eBay tonight. Right, let's send this file to Tony before he messages me and says, "Geoff, where's my file?" Do you know what I've been doing this week? This is illegal or not. That's a big intro, isn't it? This week, where's the file gone? Downloads. Should be in downloads. Why isn't it there? Oh, there it is. This week I have mostly been, I've been ripping CDs. So I'm going through a change with all the devices that I've got at the minute, right? As you know, I've had problems with my phone and my computer's the same. I've had this MacBook for, it's a 2018 model. It overheats. The top screen is smashed. So I just the other day decided to bite the bullet. I bought myself a new computer and I bought a new phone. And as part of that, I was starting to look at, well, what have I got on this computer that I need? And I went in my music file and I was like, do you know what I need? I need to just go back to old days when I had iTunes and everything was stored on iTunes. So, and I've done a little bit of this. I have got a CD drive, a USB CD drive. So I have ordered probably 50 CDs this week on eBay. They're still like £3 each these days because nobody wants CDs. So I'm going to spend a day ripping them onto my computer the old-fashioned way so that I've got all of my music in MP3 format, which is the way it used to be. Remember when you used to download like Napster and stuff? That was that's what. And then you'd own all of your music. And now what happens these days is nobody owns their music anymore. Nobody's actually got their music. It's all hey, big sender, want to send bigger files, sign up for a bit. I've got to sign up for a free account. Nobody's got access to their music anymore. I'll talk about that frequency thing in a minute. And I had this problem when I did the, if you saw the John O'Groats challenge the first time I did it, I had no signal for ages. And because I just bought my car, I didn't have any way of playing music other than my Spotify, and it drove me crazy. So I'm going back to analog. I've even got an iPod Shuffle, which is exciting. Venetatia Moon is looking for an old cassette tape player. Love it. Cassette tapes, man. They just worked. And Alan says USB stick for the win. You're absolutely correct. I have a little Sony. It's so good that I bought a few of them. And you just whack a USB stick in and the music just plays. And when you have no signal and when there's no internet, the music carries on playing. So I'm quite excited. Don't know you, Geoff. You'll own nothing and be happy. Yeah, we will. Board dug out his iPod Classic a couple of weeks ago. It still looks great. And FLAC was the best format ever. Plex is a hosting server I use. Get yourself a NAS drive. Okay, so does that host it locally on a server and then you can stream from that? I like that idea. I've still got my Denon stacking system with tape and all my tapes. I like that. I had a Denon UDM 310 maybe. I loved it. I was quite into hi-fi when I was like a young teenager. I was bothered about the quality of stuff, and over the years I've just lost it all really. You know, CD collections have gone by the by. When are you leaving the UK? It's not a straightforward question, unfortunately. Nothing beats good old car CD in a car. Yeah, apart from it gets a bit jumpy, doesn't it? I love burning CDs. My car has a changer in the factory stereo. My favourite was MP3 CDs, where you'd have a +10 button where you could navigate through folders. So I could burn MP3s to a CD and still have like 10, 15 albums on a CD. Brilliant. Loved it. Right, I need to log into WeTransfer. I can just download from Spotify. It's lossless and available offline. Crazy dinosaur. I do prefer sound quality CDs, but just worthless these days. I like not using my phone. Richer sounds. I love richer sounds. Yeah. 30-year-old Cambridge amplifier. Can't go wrong with Cambridge amplifier. I've had a number of those over the years. Oh, good. I'm logged in on my free plan. That means I can now send Tony this file, which is going to be huge, to be fair. Why find a plan that can I? Does WeTransfer have a limit on the size of the file that you can send? I think it does. Does anybody know that? Let me know in the comments as I try to send this file to Tony. It's a 35-minute video, to be fair. No, I can't. I can't send it to you, Tony, because I'm going to have to pay money. I'm going to have to edit the video down a little bit and then do that. How much is WeTransfer to upgrade? Ultimate is £21 a month. Tony, I love you, but you ain't worth £21 a month just so that I can send this file to you. Don't use Supply, they are sus. I agree. Rip music to FLAC format. It's lossless. I just got... someone hugged a tree for 15 minutes. Nice. The weather's been crappy. It's rained all day. What do you think of Lee's new car? It'd be interesting to compare to the range the old one. Let's do that. Let's talk cars. Send it via USB stick. I could do, but that won't go. Cars. Let's talk about... Why did we just lost like 80 people, so I don't know what's going on with the internet. It went from 405 watching down to 339. And K Logan, I loved my mini disc player. I had a Sony mini disc player. It was yellow and I loved it. So yes, Kamala's crusty sheet. We live. I've not posted your parcel yet, actually. It's downstairs. I need to go post it. My daughter used my Demon, and I know you mean Denon. So let's talk cars, right? The Macmaster's gone and got himself a new Porsche Taycan. On the face of it, that could potentially mean that he's in with a chance on this this business of John O'Groats to Land's End. How much for Ron to get the black car to Manchester? A little bit a mile, £2 a mile, something like that. 600 quid delivered, I reckon. That'd probably work out with Ron's cut as well. So yeah, if you want it, then knock yourself out. Let me just talk about that a second. James is stoned. James, I'm jealous. I would like to be as well, but I'm not. I don't do that anymore. I haven't done it for a very long time. Hi Jeff, it's Tony with the bike shop. I've emailed you. Let's have a chat about bikes. Yes, Tony, please, could you email me again? Put the subject as something like, do you want to buy this motorbike? And then I'll remember. Who just said hello from Cornwall? I've just recorded a really good video about tourism in Cornwall with Tony, and it'll be on the channel over the weekend. Jeff, when will you buy a cheap EV to see what they're really like? There's such thing as a cheap EV. Like when EVs come down to the Geoff budget, which is 1,500 quid, then I'll buy one. But I won't because I can't charge at home. So why would I? That's the problem. And, you know, I am representative of a certain portion of the population who can't charge at home. You know, we live in a rented property. I don't want to go home, oh, hello, can I put a charger in your house, please? Or I don't know, we'll have to speak to the insurance company and all that faff. I've got a cheap EV. It's this one. You may have noticed that I do have an EV on my shop. It's a Cybertruck. How's the Jeffel looking for tonight? Not very good. It needs to sell out, and it hasn't sold out at all. So if you want to go to geoffbuyscars.uk and find the £10 car section, I would appreciate it, and then we can do that live feed. Tayeb says, it's a bit of a joke that Macmaster had to beg Porsche to bail him out of his old car. Macmaster had them tell him his range increase when it gets to his usage. He bought it. I think it's going to be interesting. So let's just talk for a minute about the Macmaster and this Porsche then. So I appreciate he was kind of backed into a corner. So as I understand it, he could have walked away, but it would have cost him 16 grand to walk away, or it would have cost him 46 grand to buy the car outright, which when you think they've just sold it on their website for 35 grand, that seems a bit ridiculous. Low battery, so this phone isn't charging. But that's all right. We're not going to broadcast forever. Yeah, so if you're watching, go to, is Jeff an Apple shill? No, I'm not a shill for Apple. I just prefer their products because they work. Go to geoffbuyscars.uk, find the £10 car section. You can have my Saab. Right now, I mean, I'm meant to be doing that draw tonight, but as I said, it needs to sell out, that one does. because it's only a small one. And there are currently, I'll tell you how many entries are left on that. 35. Oh, we might be okay for tonight. What's time is it? 5 o'clock. We'll have to see. GeoffBuysCars.uk. Find the £10 car section. Right. I'm done talking about that. Let's talk about Mapmaster. Yeah, he was left with very few options, and at the end of the day, he does make money out of his YouTube by hating on his Porsche EV. So the fact that he was backed into a corner and the best financial option for him, for his particular situation, for him to go and get another one. Fair play, it's up to him. He's always said he likes the car, it's the charging that's the problem. Now, when it comes to John O'Groats to Land's End, last time when we did it over 2 days, right? This time, we're not. It's a day hit. We're doing this drive in 1 day. Now, Lee's Taycan, he reckons he can get 450 miles range out of the Taycan. It's not going to be all that cold because we're doing it in October, so he's not going to need his heaters and he's not going to need heated seats. And he reckons he's got more range and he reckons he's better at charging. He also reckons that the charging is faster. So we could be in a bit of trouble here. Lee also said the other day, oh yeah, but Geoff, but you drive faster. I've had a couple of letters through the post that says that I can't really risk driving fast. Won't go into details, but I will be sticking to the speed limit for the duration of the John O'Groats to Land's End challenge. Now, I have got a car for the challenge, and I am excited about revealing it, but it won't be revealed yet. I don't know when it will be revealed because I don't want Lee to know what I'm doing it in. I haven't told him. But all of this is coming up fairly soon, you know, in the coming few weeks, shall we say. And it's not a BMW because I've done that. So I'm not using the same car. YouTube didn't notify me when you went live, Geoff, starting to really dislike YouTube's algorithm. Yeah, they don't want you to know a lot of the stuff that I'm putting out. Again, maybe it's good. Like maybe I'm able to hide some of my more controversial content in and amongst car content. Maybe that helps me. I don't know. Cake School has bought a Jeffel ticket. GeoffBuysCars.uk. Find the £10 car section. No, it's not German. No, it's not an Allegro. And so not an Audi A2 1.4 TDI because I couldn't find one. I did look because they are wicked economical, but they're quite valuable now. The on those is pretty good. You know, they stay pretty strong, those Audis. So yeah, couldn't find them. And someone has just said Rumble. I like the idea. They don't pay any money. That's the problem. Rumble's got a long way to go before they start paying similar rates to YouTube, which is why it makes it really difficult. I couldn't do this full time on Rumble. I'd love to, but I can't. Kate School says it's a Frontera. Jim says, is it an old Jag? Well, no, it's quite tricky actually, because when choosing a car for a challenge, right, it's got to be interesting enough that you guys don't mind looking at it on video. So it can't be something like a Vauxhall Mariva, right? Because nobody wants to watch me drive a Vauxhall Mariva 800 miles. So it's got to have a little interesting, you know, aspect to it. It's got to be good on fuel because, you know, this is a diesel channel, isn't it? This is a diesel channel. So it's got to be good on fuel. It's got to be attractive and appealing. It's got to be good on fuel, and it's got to be 1,500 quid. So that narrows it down. Someone says do it in the motorhome. I just don't fancy driving the motorhome all the way up to John O'Groats just to drive it back the next day. And the motorhome probably does about 25 to the gallon. Someone says an Aventime. Yes, but I don't think they did a diesel in the Aventime. And also, they're above the Geoff budget. Like if I go on eBay right now and try and buy a Renault Aventime, A, there's not going to be any for sale. B, they're not going to be local. C, they're not going to be cheap. Renault Aventime in cars. Right, Aventimes. On eBay right now, there is one. It's done 133,000 miles. It's V6, and it's £4,500. So that's out. Declan, an Insignia 2-litre diesel would probably make a lot of sense. Sawyer on the money. An Insignia would probably make a lot of sense, but it's just a bit boring. Kate School has a 2004 Vito that fits the bill. You can camp in it. My mate Carl's got one of them as well. It's brilliant. Daniel Chapman is in for the £10 car. GeoffBuysCars.uk. Find the £10 car section. Max Vito says it's an old Volvo or a Saab pre-2007. It's newer than 2007. Isn't that interesting? Do YouTube and Rumble like Russell Brand and others? They send people from their YouTube to Rumble for the more iffy bits. Russell Brand has a contract with Rumble, so it's not like he's earning money from the advertising from the videos as much as I believe he's getting a salary. Alan just entered Jeffel. Can I have the Citroen C3 if I win? Alan, if you're mad enough to take it, then you can have it. Fur Q says, have you cut the roof off it yet? No, it's been raining today, so I have not attacked my Citroen C3 with an angle grinder. Saab 95 X 2011. I like the idea of that, but I think they're a bit thirsty. Someone has just said Peugeot 206 diesel non-turbo. I did look at a 106 diesel. There was one on eBay the other night, but the other side of that is I've got to want to sit in it for 8 hours. I've got to actually want to do it. And yeah, that's the thing. I don't want to sit in the Vauxhall Mariva. Mark II Golf diesel. Yes, Mark IIs are expensive and you can't find one. Neil's got an A4 Avant 1.9 TDI. That would make sense, but I find the interior of Audi's a little bit boring. So again, I appreciate they're great cars. I don't really want to sit in one for that much. How much are the Jeffel tickets? £9.99, I think. Less than a tenner. Less than 2 pints. I'm getting nagged by a sponsor to do a video. Shortly or first thing tomorrow. Yeah, I'm not really good at doing sponsor videos because I hate it. There's just so much back and forth and you don't feel like you have the creative, like whenever I do a sponsor video, I work really hard to make the advert like crap. I don't want you to watch one of my videos and then go, oh, I'm going to skip through the advert. I'd rather I'll make it interesting for you and then it's bearable. That's what I try to do. A lot of YouTubers don't. They'll just be like, oh, I'm getting paid for the advert. I'll do whatever. And people will skip it. I'd rather you didn't skip it. I'd rather you watch it because there's a reason they're paying for the product to be there. Someone says, what happened to the Triumph? Nothing. It's in the barn. Jeff's doing the challenge in a Stausch Pinzgauer 6x6. I'd like that. Would you sponsor my little brother? He has AIDS. What's he doing? Well, is he doing a walk? Is he doing a marathon? Is he doing a run? Is he a touring car driver? Can't just sponsor him because he's got AIDS. Jag 2. If that's a real comment, then I apologise. That was probably a bit flippant of me, but I thought it was funny. A Lada Cossack. I'd like a Lada Cossack. You can buy a new one, can't you? Can you buy a brand new? My 18-year-old daughter came through JFK last week and refused facial footprints and recognition. Yeah, I think you can. I think you can deny it. Max Wu says X-type estate. It'd be a good shout, especially with the 2.2 digit, because they're Mondeos and you can't really go wrong with that. Neil says a Matra Ranchero. Neil, where am I going to find one? I bet there's not even one for sale. I'm going to Google it. Matra Ranchero for sale. I love a Matra Ranchero. There was one listed on Facebook 3 months. I bet that was the one that Johnny Smith bought. And there's one available. It's done 170,000 kilometers. It's left-hand drive and it's 4,000 euros. So it's gonna be a no from me. I do love them though. They're so cool. Yeah, there's two for sale and they're both in France. And there's one in Italy as well. I just love them. If you've got another tab open, or if you can open another tab and just look at a Matra Ranchero. I think I need a Matchbox one, don't I? Do you remember the Matchbox Matra Ranchero? Right, I'm going to buy one of them dead. eBay Matchbox Matra Ranchero. Yep, there we go. That's the one. It's the Matchbox Super Kings. And I can even, just from looking at that, tell you exactly how it feels when you push down on the roof bars. Based on the Simca 11 pickup. Yes, it was. Sandwich bar, very good. How are we all doing? Is anybody doing anything exciting this weekend? 2.8 diesel Dodge Nitro. David, isn't that a risk too far? I like the Dodge Nitro though. Jeff, would you become an EV shill for £1 million? Honestly, let me be completely honest with you. There's not a lot that I wouldn't do for £1 million. Then I could sort my family out and, buy a house somewhere that we actually wanted to. That'd be great. So yeah, if someone wants to pay me £1 million, I'll shut down my channel and call it a day. Any videos with Ian, the camp insurance bloke? I'm going to tell him that you said he was camp. That is funny. Camp Ian. I'm literally, as soon as I get off this live feed, I'm going to text him. In fact, I'm going to shot that. Let me go down. Where is it? Any videos with Ian, the camp. Where is it? Where did the comment go? There it is. Ha! Found it. Who's just said that they're going to spend this weekend? No, there is no coupon code. Who's just said that they're going to spend? He's the definition of camp. I love it. Yeah, I like Ian a lot. He's good. I'll see if I can get him on the channel next week for a chat. Who's just said that they're going to sit and watch their Bitcoin pump? Come on, let's talk. No, I haven't lost my left tooth. The video's inverted, unfortunately. Who has said, Geoff, we'll be voting for Labour in the next general election. If voting worked, they wouldn't let us do it. Who said that they were going to watch their Bitcoin pump this weekend? Talk to me about that. What's going on? Why do you think that Bitcoin is going to pump? Go on, entertain me. I've been watching gold. We did this last time on a live broadcast. We ended up talking about this stuff. I've been watching gold and silver. Crosshatch is saying XRP. Everybody's been saying XRP. And then you go, oh yeah, I'm going to buy a bit. And it doesn't do anything. And then I got bored, pulled it all out and bought a car instead. Pirate chain is on the rise. What is pirate chain? I don't know. Should I know that? Silver's going to spike next week, says Joker's Muppet Middle Class. What are your thoughts on Master getting another EV? I covered this earlier in the feed, so you might have to go back and start beginning. I don't mind. It's up to him, isn't it? It's not what I would have had, but then my channel isn't solely based on me bashing my own EV, based on me bashing everybody else's EVs. So Master getting an EV for me is actually good. Fiat currency reaching all time. That's right. I hang me at the minute, so that's fine. I spent it all. Rob G, it's been on for 3 months. I got 4 canoes for hire, whole weekend, £100. I'm going camping. Master, Manchester tunnels at Piccadilly. Oh, can you canoe through the tunnels? That sounds really good. Geoff, what are you doing for diversity on this channel? As little as possible. I'm wearing a black t-shirt. That'll do, won't it? Apparently the Porsche Panamera can do 650 miles on a tank. I would really like Porsche to reach out and lend me a Panamera diesel for this challenge. That would be really interesting, but they wouldn't for 2 reasons. One, I was just reading that joke. That was a good one. I like that. What was my thing? Oh yeah, why won't Porsche give me a Panamera for a challenge? One, because I'm Geoff Buys Cars and I'm slightly controversial and some brands don't like to be involved. And 2, they couldn't have their own diesel vehicle destroying their premium electric vehicle on YouTube. So yeah, I've got a diverse range of Matchbox cars, exactly. And I am inclusive. These are Matchbox, some of them are Hot Wheels. There you go. Yeah, so Porsche would lend me a Panamera because it would be too risky. Can you imagine if they lent me a Panamera and then nobody bought a Taycan ever again? Yeah, imagine how many Taycans they'd shift if it was the new shape Panamera instead. Totally. Crypto is the way to go, like it or not. That's where all our taxes are going, but we'll never get anything from it. Wish I lived in the Shires. Would love to meet you down the barn. Fair enough. I used to get 600 miles from a V40 D2. Was that the 1.6 or the 2 litre? Without wishing to give you any hints. Go to Weston on Sunday, Geoff. Insanity on the beach. What's happening at Weston on Sunday? And which Weston is it? Is it Weston Supermare? Did you see the leaf burst into flames at the public charger in Colorado? I did, yeah. It was sent to me this morning. It's quite amusing, that. But that's what they do, innit? You know, the EVs do catch fire when they're charging. Unless you're the government, in which case they don't. And it was the diesel Range Rover. The 1.6 D2 is shit. PSA engine. Don't tell me that. I definitely haven't got one on a lorry on its way to me. Head gasket issues. Yeah. Mrs. G had a Ford Focus and the head gasket went. So I only needed it to last for about 800 miles. Geoff, my friend ran over someone in his EV last week. The police have said he will be charged with battery. Doo-dum. Max Woe says, seriously, in capitals. Yeah, is that bad? Did I do the wrong thing? Coolant level rising is a typical issue. I like the look of it though. We'll see. We'll see. I haven't viewed it either. I'm going to salt because I've just blown the head gasket MGF and it's my birthday on Sunday. Industrial Monk, you need to speak to Will Naylor on Facebook. He has lots of MGs and needs to sell them. Is it Rebel Blue? No, it's not. Oh, it's not a V40 either. It's not a V40. Aha, I got you there, haven't I? 2007 Audi Q7 V12 TDI. You mean V10? It was a V10 TDI. It's not an R design and it's not a V60 either. Keep going though. 2 litre it was, yeah, okay. There's 2 litre and there's 1.6. The 1.6 is a PSA engine. Will you and the family be going back to Dubai? As my phone says, 10% battery. Good question. What? Yes, says the small one from downstairs. We liked it. I liked Dubai. I can't even pretend that I didn't. It was good. Is that going to charge? I'm running on my old phone. Search the net, no discount code, got a ticket anyways. Thank you. Geoff Buys Cars .uk for £10 car. And I'll do that. Those draws are usually on Facebook. I don't know how many are left at the minute. Let me have a look. I haven't got it open because I'm looking at True Rancheros. Let's have a look. We've got 35 last time I checked. It's down to 30. There's 30 left, so we're getting there. I just go through those comments and check that someone hasn't told me that I've just bought the wrong car. You ain't staying here, Jeff. You'd have to be nuts. Western Air 1000 beach race. Mad footage for you. Oh, okay. Motorbikes racing on the beach, is it? EBR Stella says, is it an Alfa Romeo? No, it's not an Alfa Romeo. Have you ever skateboarded? Yes, I have skateboarded. And these days I ride like a longboard thing. Hello, Jeff and other conquered Englishmen. Crushing some old Volvo 1800s as week. If you are actually, send me a photo. geoffbuyscars@gmail.com. I want to see. Jeff, please get a Fiat Multipla. You can't find them. I'd like the early shape one with 3 seats across the middle and the little round lights. But again, let me have a look on eBay. I don't think there's any of them around. I think we lost a lot of those Multipla. We lost a lot of those Multiplas to the scrappage scheme. The early ones anyway. I like the look of them. They were funky. And then the later one, they kind of ruined the styling. Right, there's one on that's for sale. I know there's 2, and they are wheelchair accessible vehicles. And then there is the original 1960 Multipla for 32 grand, which I recognise because it didn't sell in an auction earlier in the year. There's 3, and they're all wheelchair vehicles, and they're all expensive. So the cheapest one's 5 grand. That's your early Geoff Buys greets from communist Kanukistan. Audi A2 1.4 diesel. That would have been a really good one, but I can't find one for cheap. Oh no, that's not even the. That's the new shape. So maybe there are no old shape Multiplas for sale. I don't think there are. Right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot buy the Multipla with the round headlights. There are none of them. That's sad. Always like those. Never go to Long Bennington, steer Acumen PDI on foot. I guess that is about the Max way. Max, you're mad for these Volvos, aren't you? My neighbour is selling an X-Police S60 T5. Well, they are 50 mile an hour cars. So that's worth looking at. And for those of you saying a BMW 320 diesel is the best car for the journey, you are correct. That's why I used it the last time. But this time I'm doing it in something different. I'm hoping that my total costs for everything, including buying the car, will be cheaper than 1 monthly payment on Lee's tin can. Dacia Duster. I actually really like a Dacia Duster. And Victor, do you think it's over for JLR? I think they're in a really bad position. Right, who's that? Talking about the Shuman explosion. Drink water. Talk to me, Joker's Muppet Masterclass, please, about the Shuman resonance. Some real simple stuff in just a few characters so that we can understand it. Collins had Focus 3 CCs. 2 died with ECU needed replacing. Oh, don't tell me about that. What's got a horrible gearbox? Mark from the Isle of Wight. I need a tape to go on. It used to have an 8-track. Mark, I owe you a mug anyway. I'll order you a tape. Right. eBay. Fleetwood Mac? I reckon Fleetwood Mac. Are you into Fleetwood Mac, Mark? Would Fleetwood Mac do it? Fleetwood Mac cassette tape. Let's have a look. Greatest hits. Oh no, it's coming from Germany. £9. Fleetwood Mac Greatest Hits cassette tape, £7. I'll get it ordered for you, Mark, and then when I get around to posting your other stuff, you'll have a little goodie bag from Geoff Buys Cars. If anyone's watching, by the way, Mark in the comments bought the Proton from me on the Isle of Wight, and we've become friends from email and chatting and just generally talking about cars and stuff. So yeah, I'm just going to see if he actually said that he doesn't, unless he's just said that he hates Fleetwood Mac. Geoff, I'm thinking of buying the new EV Jag LG TBQ edition with, where's the comment gone? With a racing rainbow stripe. What do you think? Yeah, go for it. Yeah, you get yourself some LG TBQ points for that. Yeah, maybe win yourself some friends. Welsh Ripper needs an auto. What do you recommend? I have a Mercedes CLK 320 V6 coupe with rusty arches that you could buy from me if you want, but it'll be less than £1,000. GeoffBuysCars@gmail.com. It's in the barn at the minute. I'm not quite yet decided what to do with it. It's not my car, it belongs to Dan, but he is currently in Corfu, so I guess I'm allowed to sell it. So that's an option, but it'll be a bit thirsty, but it seems like a car. It's a high mile hero, but I do like a high mile hero. Brian, Triumph Rover 45. Oh, that would have been a great shout. Rover 45 turbo diesel. That was the B&W engine, wasn't it? Mark's just sent £10. Thanks, Mark. Mark, stop sending me. I appreciate it, but thank you. Right, I am going to look for a Rover. What was it? Rover 45 diesel. That would have been the one. But problem with the Rover 45 diesel. Oh, I got a text message. Who's that from? Oh, I'm not sure on that one. I'll ask. Massive spike. Okay, hang on. Some comments coming in here. I'm currently driving a 2003 Rover size diesel. Now that's a sensible car. Massive spike. Usually 7.6, running at over 50 hertz. Solar winds, 800 mile an hour a second. Spending sprees, buzzing, and then naps. That makes so much sense. Mrs. G, did you? It's the solar winds that are making us crazy. That's why we both had to have a nap yesterday. It's all to do with the Shuman resonance. That's what I was saying. We were wiped yesterday. It was quite bizarre. Yeah, it was really strange. And I was in bed and it's like 6 o'clock. What's the odds Max Gen 2 glitches on the next event you two do? Well, he hasn't told you yet if you follow his channel, but as he's already having problems with it, I would say the possibility of it having problems on the challenge is quite high. At the minute, I think, and he'll tell you this on his channel, they haven't been able to disconnect his charging card from his blue Porsche to his new silver white one. So this basically said to him at the moment, use your old charging card until that car sells, or use your debit card to charge your car. And then they sold the car anyway. Anyone want a 2005 Smart Brabus 4.4? Yeah. They're cool. I've driven one. I've reviewed one on my channel. Did you know that? Have you been following since then? If you type into the YouTube search, Geoff Buys Cars Smart Brabus, a friend of mine's got one. Is that your roller in farm that I've never heard you mention? A potential Geoff one? No, it's not my car. The barn is used by a number of different people, and there's been quite a lot of activity up there lately. A lot more cars coming in, so no, it's not mine. I mean, come on, you know, like, you know me. You know that I wouldn't own a car that, like, if you look at it and go, that's worth more than £5,000, then that's like a really good way to know if a car is mine, because it's highly unlikely that I would have a car that you would look at and go, yeah, that looks like it's worth more than £5,000. Not mine. All my cars always are cheap and look cheap as well. I'd maybe give a Range Rover 322, but even they're cheap. Shuman Resonance blew my tyre out yesterday. I'm done with low profiles. Rounds, fair enough. You do have to ask, not a problem. Yeah, low profile tyres are just out. There's no need. Electric skateboards are way better than scooters. Yeah, I know, but I got given an electric scooter for free, and I haven't yet been given an electric skateboard. If I can get an electric skateboard for free, then I will. A company sent me an electric scooter to review, and normally I say, nah, you're all right. But then I realised that it'd be quite handy to have on the back of the motorhome. I'm just never going to charge it in my house or in the motorhome. If your channel gets hacked, you could just get a 1.5 billion bailout for loss of earnings. That would be good, actually. Geoff, will you end up with a Lamborghini or Ferrari? No? Don't want one? Not bothered. If Matt Master's new Taycan has the same problem 3 times and Porsche can't fix it on third attempt, does Lemon Law allow him to return it? Oh, I don't know. Terios Rockbox finally passed its MOT. Oh, good. I'm happy for you. I'm happy that your Terios has got its MOT. Now, hopefully, you get to enjoy it. Because I do think those little Daihatsu Terios are quite cool. Have they got the M5 catastrophe cleaned up yet? I don't know. I don't know if... Because Tony texted me around midnight on the night it happened, and he said, look, it's still closed. It's still closed the one way. I have a petrol skateboard. Stupid one-wheel drive was crap. Are they one-wheel drive, the electric skateboards? So that, yeah. Not good. Geoff, that's a 4.2 Brabus. Oh, yeah, it was a 4.2. Oh, you have a 4.4 Brabus. That's a cool car. My mistake. I know for a low mileage Citroen Xantia diesel for £300 needs some light work. I don't need any cars that need work at the moment. Would you ever do a demolition derby car? I'd say the Volvo Estate would be a tank. Yeah, but I don't, like, you got to get like roll cages and you got to do stuff properly. I mean, I'm up for driving a car until it breaks. You know, I'd like to smash a car up, but not in a demolition derby where I've got to like wear a race suit and stuff. I'd rather just drive it into a tractor. Like if I wanted to do that with the Cash Guy. You know, I had that Cash Guy that we chopped the roof off. My son says the Map Master walks like Jar Jar Binks out of Star Wars. Oh my gosh, I am never not going to see that now. MOT passed, but 9 advisories on an Octavia 53 plate. 9 advisories, I'll take that. It's definitely a lot better than some of the cars I've had. Cool, so we are coming up to an hour of broadcasting. Oh, great. Yvette's just emailed me. Yvette has a very interesting story about some house stuff that is going on. I haven't done many videos about houses, but I noticed a post on Facebook earlier on, and she's had a big banner done for this house that is for sale. And I need to understand the story, and it's all to do with the house being like not fit for purpose. Really interesting. Any Humber Scepters going anywhere? Do you like a Humber Scepter? Geoff, do tell Ian he's camp. I will. Dear Ian, you are camp. Lots of love. Everybody who was watching the Geoff Buys Cars feed on that day. I used to see those Terios all the time as an apprenticeship, as we were based in the village that had a Daihatsu dealer. Great little cars. How much did you get from the Tooth Fairy, and are you on 4-year NHS list? No, don't have an NHS dentist. I've been doing stuff privately, paying for it, and yeah, there's a road trip coming up, put it that way, to get this ongoing tooth problem sorted. Just ride the bike, even a Honda, through winter. Stop being fluffy. I don't like winter. Ian reminds me of Captain Blackadder. Yeah, you're okay. So we've got Captain Darling and Jar Jar Binks. Brilliant. Geoff just got back from Dobermerka, house and half an acre land for 20. Yeah, I can believe it. I've been looking. But then, you know, it's the wrong country in it. At the end of the day, this is the country that we live in. And it's annoying that it's no longer affordable to live here. I couldn't get a dentist. I had to pull my own molar out. Crikey. Geoff, go to Turkey, get a cheap tooth. Soon. Because I think that's what we're going to do. So keep an eye out on that. That'll be on the channel at some point, because it'll be a bit of travel, be a road trip, probably do some car spotting in Turkey. When we get around to getting some dates sorted for when that's going to happen. Looking forward to that. Right, go to geoffbuyscars.uk. Oh, there's been floods in Bulgaria. Oh, crikey. Is this today? Where's this? Bulgaria flooding. 2 dead in Bulgaria as torrential rain causes widespread flooding. No way. 1 dead, evacuations and rescue efforts underway. Hotels and cars have been swept away. It's in Elenite. Where is Elenite? Bulgaria. Crikey, this is breaking news. I didn't know about that. Elenite, Bulgaria. I don't know whereabouts that is. It's near the sea. Oh yeah, they've got a river that flows through it. It's just north of Sunny Beach, between Sunny Beach and Veja, so quite a way south of Varna, where we were. Crazy, didn't know about that. Developing story. Is your new house gone? No, thankfully it's nowhere near that. So that's good. Yeah, crikey. That's. I mean, there's floods everywhere now, isn't there? Floods, famine, and pestilence, and weeping and gnashing of teeth. I'm starting to think that if Poland will take me, I might make the move, as it strikes me as a country which actually has its citizens' best interest at heart, unlike the UK, which doesn't. Just had a case of Hawkstone delivered. My weekend sorted. I'm jealous. I actually really enjoy Hawkstone. It's a good beer, although it is better off. We had a bottle of it the other day. It's better off tap than it is in a bottle. It's still good in a bottle. But yeah, I do rate Hawkstone. It's nice. Although I'm trying to not drink it, aren't we, darling? So we're drinking tea instead. Right, I think that's it. I think we've done almost an hour. £5 for a 7-seater. What do you reckon? A Volvo XC, but like a 2000. Is that a Mosquito? How is that possible? Get hold of Volvo XC. If you're going to buy, you'd be in Plovdiv near the skiing. Rent it out. I don't want to rent it. Dead guy was excavator opera clearing debris. Oh, no way. Love the Hawks and IPA, but it's a bit pricey in a box. Geoff, did you learn to make cornflakes? Did you learn to make cornflakes? Oh, no. What have I missed? Didn't know you were live. All sorts. There's been all sorts. I've been going for almost an hour. I was just wrapping up, actually. It's going to get to about an hour mark and then call it. Could be a Bill Gates mosquito. Yep, there's a rabbit hole for you all to dive down. I've got to email Tony this file. I've got a bit of editing to do. And tonight we're going to be on... Well, it might not be tonight. It might be tomorrow. I'm pretty tired, to be fair. I might make it Saturday instead. GeoffBuysCars.uk. Go to the £10 car section. And I think we'll do that tomorrow night. Because I'm pooped. So there's only 30 entries left anyway, so it'll sell out tonight, and then we'll do the draw tomorrow, and then someone can have a £10 car, can't they? 20 left in stock. Cool, so we'll do that tomorrow. I pulled a wisdom tooth out, cost me a bottle of Bacardi. My nursery wife was shocked. Does Geoff believe in aliens? I believe in anything that can't be categorically ruled out. Try Dropbox for file transfer. Yeah, that could work, but you probably... I mean, let me have a look at the size of it. It is 4.3 gigabytes. I reckon I'll need to compress the quality so that Tony can actually use it. So I'll probably do that. Because we don't, you know, we're not exactly the best looking guys in the world. You don't need to be watching us in HD, do you? Opinions on 3i Atlas. I don't know what that means. Let me Google it. 3i Atlas. Is that a conspiracy theory? Is it a car? Is it a type of phone? Oh, is that the that's the planet that is allegedly going to hit us. Yeah, bring it on. Whatever. Why not? I'll be pretty up for a comet wiping us all out. I don't know. I haven't been following it. And if you know more about it than me, do email me. geoffbuyscars@gmail.com. And Blown 8 Cylinder said I had fake alien invasion on my bingo card for a few years now. I've been looking forward to and waiting for the fake alien invasion. I thought it was going to happen, but it hasn't yet. Someone says, haven't found a used cage yet. Ride the bike through winter and stop being fluffy. Pair drop and share the link with Tone. All right, I'll have a look at that. Project Bluebeam, the asteroid is coming. Yeah, I know, but they keep saying it's coming and then it never comes. Like, you know, if we're going to have the... What we need a disaster movie where somebody doesn't actually save the day. Because that's the problem with a good disaster movie. And watching it, you're getting into it and you're going, yeah, I'm ready for the end of humanity. And then somehow they like manage to save, no more saving the day. Just done with it. Let's start over. You know, let's hit refresh. Why not? Let it fail. Let all of it fail. That's where I'm at. It's currently near Mars and about to go behind the sun. Cool. We'll see what happens then. Right. I am feeling really tired, to be fair. So I think I'm going to call it and go downstairs and have a cup of tea and Don't Look Up. Great movie. Thanks, everyone. I reckon that's it for now. Further bulletins as events warrant. I've got lots of content. I was going to say schedule, but that makes me sound organised. I haven't. I've filmed a load of stuff. And it's going to be good when it goes on YouTube, but I don't know when that's going to be. So, as usual, there'll be videos on the channel. When there's videos on the channel, geoffbuyscars.uk, not co.uk, .uk. Find the £10 car section. Do that tomorrow night on Facebook. Make sure you're on the Geoff Buys Cars newsletter. I'll pin a comment actually for if you're watching afterwards. Last Days on Earth on YouTube. Brilliant. Right, thanks everybody. Enjoy the rapture. It happens over the weekend. If not, I'll catch you for the next live, whenever that might be. I can't tell you when because I don't know. Buy weapons. Cheers.